Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Keisha and you are watching my channel, Zazie Care Creations, where I am sharing my sewing journey with you all. So today is Veterans Day. It's Friday, November 11th. I want to say happy Veterans Day to all the veterans who have served our country. I thank you for your service. I thank you for your commitment and your sacrifice to ensure the safety of our entire nation. So first and foremost, thanks to all of our veterans. If you are a returning subscriber, thank you for watching again. If you are here for the first time, I do thank you for watching this video, and I do hope that you find inspiration behind this video, and at the very end or at some point you decide to like and or subscribe to my channel to get more content on what I'm doing in my sewing adventure and my sewing journey. So this video is going to be a little bit of everything. It's going to be my first Friday sews. I've never done a Friday sews video, but I think from what I understand, Friday sews is just you on a Friday sharing everything that's happening in your sewing space, in your sewing area, the things that you're just working on a given Friday. And then I'm also going to talk a little bit about my very first sewing challenge. So this is something that I've watched so many people do on YouTube and Instagram, and they've done all these challenges, and I've never done one, and I desired to do one. So I decided to do my very first challenge, and that challenge is being hosted by Martika J Makes. Martika of Martika J Makes. So Martika J Makes is hosting a Sew Blue challenge, and the purpose of this challenge is to bring awareness to diabetes. So personally, I do not suffer from diabetes, but I do know many people that do suffer from diabetes. So let's talk a little bit about the challenge. So it's called the Sew Blue Challenge. And the purpose of the Sew Blue Challenge is to bring awareness to the very serious health condition, which we all have heard of and known to be called diabetes. It's a very serious health condition, and it does impact many people of several demographics in terms of your age and your gender. It impacts a lot of different people. But the month of November is dedicated to bringing awareness to diabetes and making sure that people understand the disease and the things we can do to not put ourselves in a predicament where we're subject to diabetes, and what we can do to recognize diabetes and know the effects of diabetes. So the whole month of November is dedicated to diabetes awareness. So for the entire month of November, Martika J Makes is encouraging anyone who is interested in sewing or who's sewing to sew anything blue. It's that simple. The challenge is not hard, which is another reason why I wanted to do it, because it's very simple. You can sew anything you want in the color of blue. If you are a newbie at sewing, if you are an intermediate person, even advanced. I mean, if you just want to try your very first project, it can be something as small as a scrunchie. Anything blue you can sew for this challenge, and you have the entire month of November to get it done. So from November 1st to the 30th, you have to sew up your blue item, and just know that on November 14th is Diabetes Awareness Day. But you can sew anything you want throughout the entire month of November, the color blue. So she is encouraging people to use a couple of hashtags. One hashtag is the Sew Blue. The other hashtag is American Diabetes Awareness. And the third hashtag is Diabetes Awareness. So you have to also make sure that you tag her on her Instagram account or in your Instagram account, and her hashtag or her IG is Martika J Makes. So make sure that you hashtag her or tag her on Instagram so that she's aware that you are participating in this challenge, and so we can flood Instagram with all things blue to bring awareness to diabetes. Now, Martika has a very, very personal testimony behind this serious health condition, and it's her story to share. I'm not going to tell it, but it's very inspiring. She has a great testimony surrounding this disease, and I do encourage you to visit her channel when you have an opportunity to learn more about her testimony, but also to see all the great things that she's been making as she's been sewing and sharing on her YouTube channel. I've gotten so much inspiration from Martika on her channel that it's really encouraged me to, continue moving forward in this area of my life in terms of sewing and being creative in that space. So I want to thank Martika for that encouragement. And I do want to also make sure that I encourage you all to join in on this fun challenge. What better way to learn about health diseases and conditions and bring awareness, but also have fun with it, right? Another reason why I wanted to do it. I'm bringing awareness to this disease and bringing awareness to this health condition, but having fun at the same time. So what do I plan to make? What do I plan to do for this challenge? So I picked up a pattern on the very last, I think, Simplicity pattern sale that I visited at Joann. And it was Simplicity 8788. Hope you can see that, 8788. And I picked this up specifically for view A right here. I thought that was so pretty. I love the color. It looked very easy to make. And I actually have fabric. I have fabric that looks like this. I have fabric like this in my stash, and I thought I could do this make, and this would be really nice. So Simplicity calls this a Mrs. Pullover top in 2 lengths with sleeve variations and pillowcase top. I'm not sure pillowcase top. That might be view A, pillowcase top. That looks like the pillowcase top to me. So that's likely the description for this one here. I'll be doing view A. And I picked up, or I already had, this really pretty stretch velvet royal blue. I got this because I did a pillow for my sister a few months back, and I like to purchase my fabric. When I purchase my fabric, I like to purchase a little bit more than what I need because I can always use it later, and I'm so glad I did. I think I purchased 2 yards of this, maybe 2.5, I can't remember, but I purchased enough to do her pillow and have some left over. So I will be using this fabric here to work on this Simplicity pattern here. And I've already done some research on it, and it looks like this is going to be a very easy make. So the pattern description on here says it's 11 pieces, but clearly this piece here is not 11. I did some research, and I think this is only 2 pieces, and I think it's actually cut on the fold, so it might only be 1 piece technically, but I think it's only 2 pieces, not 11. I guess if I get down into some of the other views here, this is where it probably gets a little more complicated with the detailing here on the sleeve, maybe. But for this view here, I think it's only 2 pattern pieces. So I will go ahead and get this sewn up for the challenge, and I hope I can get this done like in a week's time. Good thing is I've used this fabric before, so I'm pretty familiar with what to do, what it takes to make this work in my machine, so that's good. I have never sewn a Simplicity pattern before. I've done a McCall's, but this is my first Simplicity pattern too. So lots of firsts in this week's sewing plan. So I will go ahead and get this going, and I will be happy to share with you all once it's done, the process and how it came out, how it turned out. But yeah, if you are interested in learning to sew and want to get your hands on some fabric and some needle and thread and some pins and scissors, this is a great challenge to consider participating in. I do have Martika's video on this challenge linked in my playlist below or to the side, so feel free to visit her video to learn more about the challenge directly from her. But I am really curious to see what you guys are going to create. Please be sure to share, and if you have any comments about making this here, please share that as well. I actually found out that Martika and Crystal from Crystal Sews and stuff made this as well. I did not know that until I did some research on it last night, trying to see what folks said about it. And I saw 2 videos where they actually made this some years ago. So I was even more encouraged when I saw that 2 people who I follow and get encouragement from have also made this, and they both said the same thing. It was very simple, very easy. And Martika actually said, if I make one, I'm probably going to make 10 before I know it. So I'm really excited to know that there's some encouragement behind me wanting to make this and some motivation. So yeah, let me know what you're going to be doing for the challenge if you're going to participate. If not, that's okay too. Whatever you're doing in your sewing journey, share it below. And until next time, God bless.